I want to get back into the utility of the mind theme. I want to tackle maybe how our software gets installed, like our code, and how we can use a stoic mind to audit that software so we can stay maybe free, not become a slave to the software or to the code. So we can talk a little bit about the maybe an architecture, beliefs, or bias, like who wrote the code. So if we can kind of audit our code, where do your biases come from? I think most people believe, or most people think their beliefs are their own. If I told you they're not, if we look at it, they're like a downloaded software. Sources, environment, tribe, education, experience, history. That's the sources. If you take experience, that's pretty valid. It's limited. If you look at experience or environment, it's only things you've been exposed to, right? You can't start thinking. Be a good example. Like I touched a hot iron or I touched a hot stove. Does that make all stoves dangerous? No. Tribe is part of the source, which is your family, your friends, could be your social group, uh, clubs, dare say parties. You don't want to just go, my family voted this way, so this is the way I vote. That lets go of reasoning in a way, because that becomes more of an inherited. Being inherited is kind of survival skill. Education, it's another source. But not to be a skeptic or a cynic. Was it the education that gave you the belief? Could there have been a bias in the professor your freshman year? Could it be the bias of your third grade teacher because of their experiences or their environments? Are they the same now? Goes into history because there's told and untold history. You're exposed or unexposed to certain history. Because history is written by the victors. Are you basing the world view or your world view on the whole story? Is it based on just a chapter that you were shown, that was read to you, that this is part of the music? You can ask, why is that tribe over there dancing? Well, maybe you can't hear the music. So that's this part of maybe the architecture of where your beliefs come from, where your biases come from. We'll touch base on now, since I brought up before, the 24-hour information cycle, the social media. I still believe we're not built for it. Our species is not built for constant total information all the time. I'm not saying to be indifferent about it, but the social media is probably, look at it as an accelerant. It's because algorithms don't care about the truth. The main goal of the way the algorithms are set up, it cares about retention. So it's like a trap. It's an affirmation trap. It shows you exactly what confirms your belief, your bias, because that's what you keep scrolling. That's what you keep looking at, and that keeps you scrolling. That they're going to show you things that you've liked, shared, because it it keeps the retention. When I said it's an accelerant, the caution I want to bring out is it can accelerate your beliefs, your biases into a dogma. All right. You can use the buzzword ideology. Maybe I should define dogma. Yeah, dogma is, for sure it's Greek. I think it's Latin. It's Greek. Means opinion or belief. But it's a belief that is not allowed to be challenged, questioned, or doubted. So I would say it's an opposition to reason. Dogma becomes part of your code installed by the tribe because it's the algorithm. It could be your social circle, it could be your party, it could be the church. In whatever silo you're in, and you just accept it without challenge or audit, becomes a comfort of certainty. That's why it's easy. It lets the weak mind feel safe because it provides the answers without requiring you to think, work. All you do is just have to believe. It becomes like a chain. If you accept it, you're surrendering your ability to pivot. Reason, you're losing reason. You've become a slave. When I say chain, you've become a slave to the instruction rather than the master of the situation, the current situation. A just man tries to act on reason. When I say reason, it means you can change upon getting new information. Somebody that's dogmatic acts on the rules where they kind of can ignore, I don't want to say reality, just to preserve the belief that this is just the belief because it's the rule. Yeah, a utility would be able to change your bias or your belief if it no longer serves the truth. Touch back on the tribe effect. I like to call it a tribe. It's whatever group, social circle, your family, your friends. Fortunately, word friends means your circle on the socials too. But we use our beliefs to fit in or to fit into the tribe. If you believe, say, XYZ, this group, this tribe will accept me because it feels good to be right. It feels good to be affirmed. My warning is don't confuse comfort with truth. Like, say, just because a post gets 10,000 likes, 10,000 shares, doesn't mean it's fact, doesn't mean it's truth. It just means that 10,000 people share the same belief, idea, bias, information. They want to feel part of that group, part of that tribe. How can we use a stoic mindset, beliefs, and the coding? Bring back in confine thyself to the present. We talked about this last week or the week before. It's applied to our beliefs or our biases. Because you have the past, the future, and the present. So if you use the past like an anchor, you're attaching yourself to the past. An example is like, we've always done it this way, or they've been wrong for 100 years. They wronged us 200 years ago. I'm not saying being indifferent, but use the past for knowledge. Use it for data. Don't be attached to it. Don't live in the past. Confine thyself to the present. I think Kurt Vonnegut's one of my favorite books. It's the same principle, same theory. If this isn't nice, what is the name of the book. I think I'll talk about that later, and I'll share some more ideas, maybe a different podcast. So if we have the past, don't use it as an anchor. Right? The future is a projection, a prediction. So don't use your beliefs or your biases to project fear. Don't think, if this doesn't happen, if we don't do this, the world will end, our country's going downhill, our economy's going downhill. It's a projection. It's anxiety. It's imagination because it hasn't happened yet. So the utility is the present because it's the only place that we have true agency because we're here right now. It's here now. Use the thinking, does this belief serve the action I need to take today? Or is it just baggage I'm dragging around? So that could be that could be our challenge for this week. The challenge. Let's step out of, let's not step out of the tribe. Let's question the tribe. Question your tribe. Because it's easy to question opposition, opponents. It's harder to question your friends, your family, your tribe. A man of utility can look at his own tribe, his own party, his own church, his own social circle and say, could we be wrong about this? We might be wrong about this. The goal is not to be a cynic or a skeptic. It's to be independent. Try to use reason to write your code, to write your software, and maybe refuse the algorithm. Don't let the algorithm write your software, your bias, or your belief. So that's actually a good point. That's our one step harder challenge. We can audit our tribe. And since the social medias are so easy and so widespread, when we go to, you choose your social media feed, platform, find an account that you agree with. Would say, well, if you agree with the account 100% of the time, you're just a follower or a fan. Let's find one that you agree with most of the time. The one that makes you feel that you're right, gives you affirmation. If you say mute them, you can unfollow them. You can always follow them back. Take that out of the coding for 1 week. And then you have to find another feed, another account, another platform that can challenge your belief or your bias. This is where it's tricky. It has to be an intelligent challenge, not just a chaos, us versus them kind of way. Follow them, listen to them, like them. Sit with that friction, sit with that discomfort. Having your source code software challenged for the week. Constrain thyself to the present. Don't get angry. Don't challenge. Use it as information. Don't get angry about the past, angry about their past, or fearful for their future, their projections. Just listen. Be a strong mind. Listen to the idea now. All right, remember, I'm Vulcan. Sunday Smoke Podcasts. Find your utility.